Well, hello and welcome to a new year and a new Global Girls series. Yes, we are back. After a bit of a hiatus from CANTV, Global Girls is back on the air and we are so happy to be here with you guys out there in TV land. So, as you know, this is an interactive call-in show and we really need you guys to call in with your questions, with your comments, anything you want to know about Global Girls. We are here to answer those questions. I mean, it has been quite a while since we were on the air, and I have with me tonight Miss Andrea Styles.
Hello.
She is new to the Global Girl family, but she's going to be happy to be. She is happy to be with you guys today, as am I. And I do see that my necklace is all twisted up here, but we're going to get it together before the show goes too far. So, for those of you who don't know us, we are Global Girls, and Global Girls is a youth performing arts organization based on the south side of Chicago. Now, I've neglected to tell you one thing. Please call in with your comments, questions at 312-738-1060. Again, call us and chat with us. Let's have a conversation tonight at 312-738-1060. Again, Global Girls is a youth performing arts organization based on the south side of Chicago. But we work with people all over the place. We work with schools and we work with community groups and we work with churches. We work with some of anybody. You want us to work with your girls, we'll come to you and we'll do the work for you. We've been around for how long have we been around now, Miss Andrea?
22 years.
Almost 22 years. Yes, January 18th, we will be celebrating our 22nd anniversary. I can hardly believe it, that it's been that long. We have worked with thousands of girls, not just in Chicago, but we've worked with girls all across the state of Illinois. We've worked with girls in Minneapolis, worked with girls in St. Louis, also work with girls in Ghana and Kenya and Tanzania coming up. We work with girls in India and Grenada, because we truly want to be global in every sense of the word. But I'm going to stop talking right about now, and I'm going to show you a little bit about who Global Girls is. Take a look.
I do what I do because I had a mother who was incredible. I wanted to write on my walls, and she said, that's fine, go write on your walls, big letters on your wall, that's fine. Came in and said, that's beautiful. She taught me early that I could do anything, and I see so many young people who don't believe they can do anything because they're socialized in families and schools and in institutions that tell them that they're the other. And I tell them, no, you are the ones. You are the voice of this time. Your stories matter. We give our kids a space where they're listened to, where we honor what they have to say. We honor their feelings. And so they start feeling like, oh wow, I matter. My thoughts matter. And then we'll hear one story, then we'll hear their story repeated. We'll hear another story that's along the same lines. So we'll take the themes that arise from their stories, and then that's the core of what we turn into our performances.
Seeing how they first started off and then seeing their growth throughout the program. Words can't even explain how amazing it feels that you have touched someone. And although I teach them and they learn from me, I learn from them as well. Seeing that they believe in themselves, that makes me feel like we've accomplished something.
I'm at school all day. I come here after school and it's like a sigh of relief, like you just lifted a load, kind of. I can talk about anything, I can really do anything, so it's kind of like freedom is here.
We take our issues and make them into skits and dances, and they help us find our unique purpose and know that we are important and we can make a difference in the world.
They know from the time they hit that door that we see them, that we hear them, that we celebrate them. And even when they do bad, the little girl said, I got into a fight and I got expelled. So Who doesn't make a mistake? That's why the word is in the dictionary. It's okay, because there's tomorrow, and you can do better tomorrow, and we will not give up on you. We'll never give up on you.
Wow. Looking at that video brings back so many memories. It's been a while since we produced that video, as you can probably tell. I'm a few years older. But I see the young people who were in that video, and now some of them are in college, some of them are graduating high school. The little bitty ones are graduating high school. Time is going to go by no matter what you do. And several of those girls joined Global Girls because their parents and their grandparents saw us on CANTV and said, I like those people. I want my daughter to be a part of that organization. And they called us the next day and they were like, how can I get my daughter into Global Girls? So right now, Andrea is going to tell you guys how you can register your girl in Global Girls. We have an after-school program that runs Monday through Friday from 3 o'clock until 6 o'clock. It's a safe place for your daughter, your granddaughter, all of them. Just come on out and see us. And Andrea, how can people get involved in Global Girls?
Well, we have a website, www.globalgirlsinc.org. That's www.globalgirlsinc.org. Or you can email us at info@globalgirlsinc.org. info@globalgirlsinc.org. I will usually be the one to answer you, to answer your inquiries if you have any, or you can call us at 773-902-2359.
Or they can just stop by and see us, right? And what's the address where they can just stop by and see us?
You can come to the studio at 8151 South Chicago, 8151 South Chicago Avenue.
Oh my gosh, such memories are scrolling up in front of me. But I digress. Tonight's topic and the major focus of this series is love. That's right, I said it. The major focus of this series is love. Now, who am I and why that topic? Why do you think we chose that topic, Andrea? Just off the top of your head, why do you think we're going to start off the brand new year 2022 and we're going to be talking about love? Why do you think that is, Andrea?
I feel that we need more love. Love brings positivity and happiness. If you feel more love, you're more open and receptive to love. It just changes your overall disposition.
Love is all you need. Some people say, no, love is not all you need, but we're going to talk about that love, starting with self-love. Because in order for you to be loved, you first have to feel love. You first have to know that you love yourself and that you are worthy, that you are all you need. You are all you need. And that comes from a place of absolute love and acceptance. Definitely acceptance. Now, why me? Because I've been around a long time. I've lived a time or two, been in love a time or two, didn't work out some of those times, had a child, didn't really know how to be a mother. Had I known better, I think I would have done better. And if you ask any parent, if they knew better, they would have done better. Okay? But we're going to talk about not just love of yourself, not just love of a spouse or a partner, not just love of the opposite sex, but love in general. Love in general terms. You know what? If you ask 100 people, you'd probably get 100 definitions of what is love. What does love mean? What is that thing called love? What is that thing called love? Yes. What is it? Andrea, how would you define love?
I feel that love is not just romantic love. It's caring about a person. It's as simple as just checking in to make sure that they're okay, especially now. It's what's your favorite food? How are you feeling? It's just small things as well as, the flowers and candies and chocolates and let me take you out on a date. It's every bit, the small bits as well as it is the big bit, the big events.
Okay, I like that. I like that. There are 4 identified types of love. But before we even get to those types of love, and one of the things that you were talking about was one specific kind of type of love, I think. But there are 4 basic types of love. Now, I ran across a definition of love that really hit me at my core, and it's from The Road Less Traveled by Scott Peck. I read it many, many years ago, and then I went back and I read it again because there were so many nuggets of wisdom in that book that I says, I need to remember this stuff. The first chapter was on love, and Scott Peck said, love is not a noun. Love is a verb. Love is a verb, not a noun. Okay, I was like, oh, let me read on. Let me see what this man has to say about love being a verb. Because if you are not acting on love, if you're not showing love, if you're not being love, then that's not love. Oh, is that deep or what? So then I walked to somebody, I read on and I started doing even more research, and I says, I need more definition. So I came across this definition for love. And it said, love is wanting the best for someone else and being willing to help them get that. Love is wanting the best for someone else and being willing to help them get it.
I agree.
My goodness. So that kind of cuts across all of the types of love that you can talk about.
Yes.
But remember, before you can give that love, you have to be in love with yourself. You have to be so full of love that you are ready to pour it into a cup and let it overflow. You let your love cup overflow because you got just that much love in your heart. Now, how do we get there? Oh my gosh. There was no class in school on love. Many of us might have grown up in homes where we didn't see a lot of love. We didn't feel a lot of love. We didn't really know what love looked like. We knew we had some feelings, and feelings are, those emotions are things that we sometimes identify correctly and we sometimes misidentify. Like you may think, I'm angry, when actually you're anxious, or you're disappointed, or you're confused, or you're worried, but you'll just name it as I'm angry. You know, we work with a lot of young people, not just those young people that come to the studio, to our programs at the studio, but we work with a lot of young people in schools. And you can see the ones who know love, the ones who experience love, and the ones who don't. You can see it from the way that they interact with themselves and the way that they interact with other people. They don't necessarily know that it's okay to want the best for somebody else. They don't know that. And so they attack one another because that's what they see around them. Or they want love from people and people are like, no. You're being a this, you're being weak, you're being a that, you're being a that. Don't be that way. Don't show your feelings. Don't even express. Don't even investigate your feelings. How can you begin to help somebody else? How can you begin to love yourself if you can't even express your feelings? I want you to think about that out there in TV land. I want you to give me a call. I want you to tell me about your experience. How did you learn love? How did you learn how to love yourself? How did you learn how to love somebody else? Oh, do you even know how to love somebody else? What does that definition for love mean to you? Can you do that? Can you want the best for somebody else? Can you want the best for somebody else and be willing to step outside your comfort zone sometimes and be vulnerable enough to help them get what they need for themselves? Even if they walk away, even if at the end they walk away, it's okay. Because they don't take you. the best of you with them. If you love yourself, you keep the best of yourself because you got enough to share. Oh, yes, darling. You got enough to share. Ooh, I feel love just talking to you guys out there in TV land. Okay? But I need you all to call me and show me some love. Or just be like, you crazy lady. What are you talking about? I'm not giving anybody my love. Ooh, you kind of stingy. If that's how you feel, you kind of stingy. What do you think about that, Andrea? Let's go back. Let's go back. I want to talk about the children that we run into who don't know love. The women that I hear from, the friends, the women that I see, the women that I talk to, because I talk to not just children, but I talk to a lot of women also. And there are a lot of single women out there. There are a lot of women who would love to be in a loving relationship. And then I ask them, so what are you looking for? And they have a long list of requirements for a partner. I'm like, woo. Now, what are you willing to give? And they got a short list for what they're willing to give. I'm like, wait a minute, these lists are not equal. So we're going to be talking about that. Oh, we're going to get real. I need you to set aside this time on Mondays from 6 to 6:30 to be with us because you might learn a thing or two. Might change your life a little bit, might change some of your relationships. Before I get to Miss Andrea, though, I want to talk about the 4 types of love. The first type of love is passionate love, erotic love that you might have for a partner. You know, same sex, opposite sex. I'm not here to judge anybody. I don't care. Love. So that's that kind of passionate love. Oh, I'm so in love. Okay, so that's one type of love, right, Andrea? You know what I'm talking about. Look at that smile on her face. I think she's been there, done that, looking for it one more time, okay? We all like that. And then there's the love of friends. The love of friends or your equal. You know, you can, I got girlfriends. I love my girlfriends. I love them, love them, love them. Yes, I got some guy friends. Love them. Sorry, some of them got stuck in the friend zone. What can you say? What can you do? But they're still your friends, right? So you love them too. And then there's love for parents, love for children, love for family members. That's that kind of love. And you want the best for your children. You want the best for your friends. You want the best for your spouse. And then the last type of love is love for mankind. Oh my goodness. Do we need love for mankind in our communities? What's going on? We have forgotten to love thy neighbor as we would love ourselves. Huh? Come on now, it doesn't matter if your neighbor's not doing exactly what you want your neighbor to do. How many of us do exactly what we know we're supposed to do every minute of every day? I don't. I did not shovel my snow on the sidewalk until last night. And by that time, the snow had hardened. I'm so sorry. Neighbors, if you have to walk down the block on my side of the street in front of my house, I'm sorry. I promise I will break up that ice tomorrow. Hopefully, the weather will warm up and the snow will melt some, so I don't have to work that hard. But I love you, neighbors. I truly do. And I really do love mankind. I try to do my part. What do you think about those 4 types of love, Andrea? Have you thought about it? Have you ever thought about it like that?
I feel like they all very easily go hand in hand. And that last one, I feel like you can't have any of the other 3 if you don't have the last one, the love for mankind. Because how can you love anybody else, family, friends, lovers, etc., if you don't love anybody else?
Yes.
If you can't love anybody else.
If you can't love anybody, if you can't love people that you don't even know, you know?
If you're always, well, I mean, what are they going to do for me? What have they done for me?
And it's not about what people do for you. Give. You know, we cannot be like a fist, balled up. Oh, I'm going to keep everything for myself. I'm not letting anything out. I'm not giving anybody anything. But guess what? When your fist is all balled up, you can't give anything but you also can't get anything. Nothing can come in. So we have to open up. And we have to be receptive to that love. We really do. Now, we're going to talk about self-love because that's where it all starts. And if nobody taught you how to love yourself, let's just look at this tonight. We have a few more minutes left, and we're going to take some time to talk about that self-love. Andrea, what do you think self-love means?
I feel like that's it's because there's lots of types of self-love, and it differs from person to person. Self-love could be, staying at home, taking care of yourself, spa day, do your nails. When you feel good, you look good. Then when you look good, you feel good. That's self-love for some people.
Okay.
Self-love could be cutting off toxic exes, toxic friends, toxic family members, and suddenly you're like, I feel this like weight lifted off of my shoulders.
Oh boy!
It's finally getting to those to-do lists that you kind of stuffed in the back of some notebook somewhere, and you're like, okay, now my mind is clear. Cleaning my house. It could be that. It could be, I don't know, finally getting things off of your chest. Maybe going to therapy.
Oh.
Taking care of your mind is also part of therapy.
Okay.
Finally starting that exercise regimen, a couple, New Year, New Me's ago. It could be anything. It's a multitude of things.
Okay. Those are all great examples of what we do when we are practicing self-love. I'm a gardener. I love working in my garden. The first thing I do every spring is I till the soil. I till the soil, which means I go in and I dig up. I dig and I turn that soil over and I pull out any old rotten stuff that I don't want. And then I plant some seeds. I plant those seeds because I know that those seeds, if I take good care of it, if I water it, if I fertilize it, if I give it lots of sun where it needs to go, that seed is going to grow into a beautiful flower. So what I want to do, ladies and gentlemen out there in TV land, I want to talk about the seeds that you're planting in your tilled soil. I need you to turn over some of that soil in your life and get some of those rocks out. Get some of those rocks out that are self-doubt, that are fears, that are grounded in nothing. Fears are just horrible imaginings. Get rid of all that stuff. Get rid of all that negative self-talk where you're talking to yourself and saying, oh, I'm not this, I'm not that. Andrea was just telling me about a friend of hers who is full of self-talk, negative self-talk. I can't do this. I don't know how to do that. I'm not this. I'm not that. No. I don't care who you are, how old you are, how young you are, how heavy, how light, how whatever you are. You are enough, just as you are. And I need you to look in the mirror every day and say, I am enough. And I am worthy. I am worthy because I love. I know how to love. And I'm ready to give love. I'm ready to experience love, to express love, where I am so in love, not only with myself, but with everybody else around me, because I'm connected to everybody else around me. We've got to get out of this thing where it's all about me. It's all about me. It's all about my place, my car, my house, my apartment, my money, my this, my that. No. We're all connected. And I can never be enough without helping somebody else be enough for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? But I got to first feel good about who I am, so full with my cup that my cup is overflowing. Now, what am I full of? What am I full of? Am I full because I got my makeup on right? Because I got some jewelry on? Because I got my nails done? That's all outside stuff. All that stuff can go away in a minute. My nails can fall off. Somebody can take my jewelry, don't have it anymore, lose my makeup bag one day. I'm talking about that inner stuff. I'm talking about that seed. I'm talking about the confidence to be who I know I am. I'm talking about that curiosity that helps me learn more and more and more each day, that keeps me growing and evolving, just like my plant is going to evolve. And over that season, my plant is going to grow. My plant is going to grow from a seed to a stalk to a beautiful flower. And then it's going to die. And it's going to fertilize that soil, and then it's going to grow again if it's a perennial. I'm talking about putting all those things into yourself so that you know who you are. The first thing I want you to do is shine, ladies. And that's an acronym for something. I got a few minutes left, but I need you, not just ladies, but my guys out there also. I need you to shine. Number one, S is for start where you are. Take a hard look at yourself as we start this year. Start where you are and say, this is honestly who I am. This is what I want to keep. This is what I want to get rid of because it is not working. It has not worked in forever, and I'm going to learn. Go on the internet. Use YouTube to grow. If it's not goal achieving, tension relieving, leave it alone. Next, H. Get some hone new habits. Get some new habits. Build new habits that help you become the best that you can possibly be. I is to ignite personal integrity. Oh my God, ignite personal integrity. Your word is your bond. Your word should be your bond. If you tell somebody, I'm going to be there, they should be able to take that to the bank, knowing that you're going to be there, knowing that you're not going to say, oh, well, my favorite TV show came on. No. Personal integrity is doing what you know you're supposed to do, especially when you don't feel like it. But it is your bond. It is a commitment that you make. The next one in shine is now is always a good time. The past is gone. It's even yesterday. It's gone. If you did something good in the moments for yesterday, you can enjoy those things and they can give you energy to do something better the next time. But now, what are we going to do right now? Okay? And make your activities goal achieving rather than tension relieving. And then we have the E for engage with others. Engage. Don't just be around others and complain, but change. Doggone it, change. Yes. And can you tell me a little something about self-talk? Because as you engage with others, I really need people to think about how they're engaging with others. Are they being victims of their words or what? What do you think about that, Andrea?
So I feel like you're targeting me because we talk about talk about my self-talk a lot, and I'm not great at my self-talk yet. I feel like I'm definitely improving in the year that I've been working for Miss Penn. And I feel that now that I'm talking to myself in a more positive way, in a way that I'm like, okay, we did do this. It was my fault. But we can work out of this. We can get out of this. It's my choice to get out of this and not to wallow or to dwell. So once it just feels like, okay, this is foggy, but there's a tunnel now, so I can get out of it. And it's a lot better. My decision-making skills have improved. It also reflects outwardly. Once your self-talk becomes better, you just feel better. You probably look better.
And you do better.
You stand up a little straighter.
Yes.
Because you're like, I'm not going to beat myself up about this.
Yes. I love it. I love it. Start with your self-talk, ladies. Guys, get some goals and tell yourself, I can do this every minute of every day. This is not a rehearsal. This is the real deal. And it's time that we get some more love in our heart and love in our lives. I want to leave you with these words from the great Maya Angelou. Words are things. She says, someday you will be able to measure the power of words. She says, I think they are things. They get on your walls. They get on your wallpaper, on your rugs, in your upholstery, in your clothes, and eventually they get into you. Watch the words you say to yourself. Watch the words you say to your family, to your children especially. Watch the words you say to your children. And watch what you say to those you claim to love. Thank you so much for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you again on the Global Girl TV show next Monday. Yes, thank you so very much. And you guys have a lovely week full of love. Thank you.
Bye.